This is YSM Sports Media. Want to thank you for all your love and support. Really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and click the notification button for all future content.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Brandon Walker, YSM Sports Media. Just want to drop a real quick video about some boxing shit real quick. Want to talk about BoxRec. I know a lot of dudes love BoxRec. BoxRec is a valuable tool. You know, so I fuck with BoxRec. But one thing that I want people to know, man, BoxRec is not 100% accurate. It says so on its own website. So the reason I say that, right, because I see a lot of dudes, they'll say, especially they bring this up with Chavez Sr. They always say, well, Chavez Sr. never fought nobody. Look at the guys he fought on BoxRec. And the thing that's crazy is what dudes don't realize is a guy's record on BoxRec, it's not his, that doesn't mean that that's his record. A lot of times, especially in Mexico, guys fight under different names, different aliases. It's just like Devin Haney. Devin Haney went to go fight in Mexico to get his, his professional fights under his belt to get experience. He said he fought the same guy twice, but you know what I'm saying, under different names. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if you look at the history of boxing, right, even like 80, 100 years ago, the great American fighters like Sugar Ray Robinson, Henry Armstrong, that's not his name. His last name's not Armstrong. Sugar Ray Robinson, that's not his name. His name's not Sugar Ray Robinson. So for whatever reason, it's been part of the history. It's been going on for over 100 years that dudes fight under different names, different aliases. You know what I'm saying? My uncle is a perfect example. He's a perfect example, man. My tío, he fought in Mexico under Mybookie.ag and under Aldo Montoya. Both of those guys, you can find them on BoxRec. You can look them up. You know what I'm saying? So when dudes tell me that Chavez Jr. fought somebody making their debut and he was already 40-something and 50-something and all, they wasn't making their debut. If you honestly think he was fighting a guy that was 0-0-0, bro, I don't know what to tell you. And you really don't know shit about boxing. You really don't. But that's what dudes don't realize. You don't. It's what I'm trying to say is it's critical thinking. It's open your mind and look into shit. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I don't understand it. I think maybe it's because if you fight a few fights and you lose, and then you can fight under a different name, and that name has a better record. I don't know. I don't get it. But you can't just look at BoxRec and then go by the names that you think you know or don't know. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? You could have for instance, a lot of guys, they'll tell me, man, Canelo, he's the GOAT, not Chavez, because Chavez fought all these nobodies. Bro, Canelo was 39-0, and the only fucking name he had on his record was Miguel Vasquez, who was a lightweight champ. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is those dudes, they turn out, you see how they can turn out. Like, for instance, Jaime Munguia, he had like 30-some fights in Mexico. He did not have one name nobody I fucking knew about. Fights one world title fight against that dude Ali here in America. He wins a world title fight in his first fight outside of Mexico. So that's the same. Sometimes these dudes are good. Sometimes we don't know how good. But what I'm trying to tell y'all, man, is BoxRec, bro, is not 100% valid. If you think, don't get me wrong, hey, BoxRec is badass. There's a lot of good shit on BoxRec. It's good to look at a boxer's record and this and that. But if you're thinking it's 100% accurate, bro, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken, man. Sadly mistaken. BoxRec, it says on its own website, it is not 100% verifiable? It's not, bro. It's not. You know what I mean? So that's why, like I said, we got to think outside the box. You got to put your mind into it and think different shit. One thing I've always wondered, and I've never understood why boxers fight under all these different names. It's been happening in all different cultures. It's happening in the Latino Mexican culture. It's happened with the American fighters. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but it's part of the history. And if you really look into it, just look it up, man. Just look it up. Like I said, Google, if you can, go to BoxRec, put in Mybookie de la Garza, and then put in Aldo Montoya. They're same dude. It's my fucking uncle. Same vato, same guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it, but that's all I want to let y'all know. When dudes are trying to preach this BoxRec shit, bro, get your head out your ass. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no casual.